What is happening, everybody? MG here, MG Covers, bringing you a brand new sports handicapping video. Title of this video, how to take $1,000 bankroll, make it last an entire 12 months, cashing 45% winners. Super excited to show you this video, 100% legit. This is actually going to be part of a series. I'm thinking about doing a 3-part video series on money management, something that's neglected in the sports betting community. If you're watching this video for the first time, sub to the channel. Greatly appreciate you doing that. Trying to get to 2,000 subs here. That's our goal. Missed it in December, so hopefully we can hit it in January. If you follow me on social media, MGCovers, covers spelled with a Z, you get a ton of value simply by following me there. I give out something called Free Friday, so you get all my lines on Fridays for free if you follow my page. Okay, so let's dive into this. Now, the majority of handicappers give out terrible advice when it comes to bankroll management, money management, unit size, how to calculate unit size. It's very confusing, and I'm really good at making things simple and easy to understand. So part of education, I actually have an undergrad in education, believe it or not. If you have to take something people know and understand, relate that information to the new information. Okay. So let's take a concept that we all know. Most everybody here has probably bought a house or understand the concept. So if you buy a house, one of the most important things you need to know is how much money do you have for a down payment, right? The loan officer, real estate agent generally will ask you that. How much money are you going to put down? Because once you put that money down, you don't get it back. Like, how much do you have? So the most important question in sports betting is, how much money do you have to invest? How much money do you have to invest in this, right? And this isn't credit card balance. This is actually money. The way I teach this, money you have in your possession, or maybe you have access to. $1,000, 10,000, 20,000, 500. What is that number? Because once we have that number, now we can move forward. But that's the first question that you need to ask yourself. What do you have to invest? And for the sake of simplicity, we're going to take $1,000. Okay. So if you have $1,000 to invest in sports betting, what I'm going to show you is how we can make this $1,000 last an entire year, hitting only 45% winners. Now, the reason I'm using those very conservative and in a lot of ways realistic numbers, y'all have heard me say this quote before. Warren Buffett said, in order to learn how to make money, you first need to learn how not to lose it. So this is really a video on how not to lose money and the premise for sports betting and investing in general. Because if you don't have any money, guess what? You can't make no money. All right. So if we start with $1,000, rather than complicating this with unit size, the max amount we're going to risk daily is $50. So how simple is that? That's basically 5% of your bankroll. Okay. So how much money you have invest? You've got $1,000. Okay. The max we're going to wager per day is $50. That's whether you have 10 plays, 5 plays, 1 play, etc. Okay. So you're going to have 5 plays. And for sake of this, I just use 5 plays per day. Okay. Because I think a lot of people generally will play that type of volume. Anyway, I don't want to get sidetracked. So in essence, what you're going to do is you're going to wager $11 per play. And that's factoring in every play is going to be assumed to be minus 110 juice. Okay. So for a single play, you're going to risk $11. So you'll have a total risk of $55 every day. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, if you win a play, you're going to win basically $10 per play. So in a single month, check this out, you're going to have 150 plays. I just took 5 plays times 30. See, 5 plays a day times 30 days, 150 plays. Now, if you win 45%, and so what I did there was, if we have 150 plays times 0.45, that equals 67.5. So I just rounded that off to an even 68. So we're going to win 68 and we're going to lose 82. So 45% is our win-loss ratio. So if you take 68 times our winnings, we win $680. Our losses are going to be $902. So the net loss for the month is minus 222. Okay. Now, this is something I learned this from Bob McHugh, my mentor, and you may have seen other handicappers do this. Is what you're going to do is you're going to adjust your bankroll. Now, So we're going to take this minus 222. We're going to subtract it from the 1,000. And that's going to be our starting point. And then we'll calculate everything back over. So let me open this up so you can see it. I didn't want to show this originally because I wanted people to concentrate on what I was doing here. So give me 1 second just to mess this up. Whoops. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're good now. All right, so we go back up here to February. So now we take minus 122. So we have a net now left of 778. So basically 1,000 minus 222. Now our net is 778. Now we're going to adjust. So 5% of 778 is $38.90. So the max we'll wager per day is $38.90. And then we come over here, single play net is going to be $8.56. A single play we would risk with juice $8.56 per play. We would net $7.78, and same deal, 68 wins, 82 losses, negative amount of minus 172. You take 778 minus 172. Now we're at 605. Now I'm not going to go through each month. I don't want to bog down the video because it becomes redundant. But let's go all the way to November, because this is super fascinating. And some of this might not be realistic. Like if you look in November, $4 max is the amount risk per day. I don't know if a sports book's going to let you risk 89 cents. But for the sake of this video and example, you could look all the way here to December. We started off with 6, doing the same thing. We subtract that, the amount lost from the previous amount, and then we adjust our size to 5% max wagered per day. So you can look here in December, $63.21. We lose 14. We end up, let me see, I think I got this blocked out too. My bad here. All right, so that's 1,800 plays for an entire year. So we've wagered, y'all, 18 total plays, which is wild, right? And we still have a net of $49.18. So granted, you didn't make any money, but the point is you didn't lose it. And I would guarantee you if you gave $1,000 to most handicappers, or I shouldn't say handicappers, novices or just people in general, and told them to wager, they would blow through $1,000 relatively fast, losing 45%, right? So this is a very good way to look at the business. You might not apply this exactly like this, but it gives you an idea of how you can adjust. And another adjustment you can make is you could do this daily, meaning like whatever, or weekly, meaning like whatever amount you win or lose, you put that back into your bankroll and adjust your units. You could do it daily. You could do it weekly. I just did it for simplicity's sake each month. So we readjusted after each month. So again, just wrap your head around that. You started with $1,000 in January. You could make 1,800 plays, hit 45%, have a losing record, and still have money left over, 49.18. All right. So now let me show you the flip side of that. Let's take a look at this sheet here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do just the opposite. So we're going to show the net amount hitting 53%. So same concept here, except for we're going to have 80 wins, 70 losses. So that's 53%. So for a net in January of 30, and if we add that up all the way to the end of the year, we end up with a total, same deal, 1,800 plays, but a net amount of $425.76, which is about a 30% yield, which is pretty good with that amount of investment. Now, again, the key takeaway from this is that, and you can use whatever number you want to. So if you come back up here, this $1,000, and I'll give you a few thoughts on this. A lot of people would say, like, for example, if you were arguing against wagering this way, somebody would say, what, you should be wagering 10% of your bankroll, no more than 20% of your bankroll per day. Well, the problem with that is it's not going to incorporate a losing skid. And what I mean by that, and two, I'm assuming 5 plays. So if you do, let's say if you do less volume, if you're doing a play per day and you're wagering, say, max $200 per day, you could easily go on a 0-7 streak. So if you go 0-7, I mean, you've wiped out your bankroll. Whereas the benefit of playing volume, it would be very unlikely to, have like an 0-25 run with that much volume each day. So some food for thought. And uh, again, not necessarily advocating playing this way. You could start with, for example, if you're starting with much lower bankroll, maybe like $500, I might not use this exact strategy, but still the numbers would compute and add up correctly. So anyway, very conservative approach to maintaining your bankroll, especially if you're learning this business and want to actually wager, but still want to have a system or a structure so that you can have money to invest in the sports betting business. This is a good way to calculate it. Hope this video helped. If you want access to become a client, it's $50 a month. You get access to all my power rankings. We have soccer, college basketball right now, NFL, NBA, and of course we have baseball coming up here in about 4 months, which is crazy to think about. Also get access to all my coaching videos on the website. It's about 150 coaching videos that are exclusively for clients. If you want access to all my plays, $100 a month. The best value is to join for an entire year. You save about $600 off the paying $100 each month. You can join for $500. You get access to everything on the site for 1 year. Link to join is in the description box. Hope this video helped. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.